Hopefully. So exactly, I believe it was 5 minutes. I think I was able to remember what the heck I had to switch the weapon to. So I'm gonna drain all my special just to be able to switch over to it. That way I can just slash. Easy, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're back in it. Sure. Why is it so quiet?
What?
Like no one's talking. Okay. No, the reason why we saw no blood on the floor was because the culprit cleaned it up afterwards.
I got
this, dude!
because I thought we weren't doing it anymore.
Don't spill out such absurdity. Something of that kind did not exist anyway.
Great game. Good game. But it did exist. If you take a close look, it's faint, but on the stage, here remains a trace of blood, having been wiped off.
I have a feeling I'm going to be killed.
Why?
The culprit must have wiped it off at around the same time they concealed Sayanji's body. But
What about the possibility of a janitor being there?
Scruffy.
they probably hadn't noticed that Miota ended up stepping on the blood prior to the cleanup.
The reason why they wiped the blood off, it was to confuse the order of death, wasn't it? So you hid Sayanji's body. Yeah, but you'd be fucked if there was his blood remaining at the crime scene.
Because for Miota, who was outside at the time, there were no injuries that caused any bleeding.
Exactly!
You know, even dead and tied up to a pillar, she's still adorable.
I wonder if the... Oh, wait. No, I was reading the right one. I wonder if the reason why the culprit tied up Sayanji was to try to stop the blood circulation, perhaps.
Probably.
Well, blood circulation stops when the heart does, too. There was a need to go so far.
Oh, when we lost
You're
the
back.
princess.
Vicky.
Since nobody else aside from Miss Samiki has extensive knowledge, I suppose the culprit didn't really know what to do.
See, this is why I like it when Vicky does the princess voice. No offense to your girlfriend, Jim, but she actually kind of gives it. She actually kind of gives it a royalty tone.
Oh, shut the fuck up! I am plenty royal. Of course I am, dear. I am so royal. I banish you from Britain.
Oh my
Like Queen Elizabeth herself.
Could it be they tampered with the air conditioner so that it made investigating hard for Taskumi?
Sumiki.
Sumiki?
It's a Soniki, Odama Beach.
Or the Hime? Krabby Patty?
The only people who don't like a Krabby Patty have never tried one. Ah!
Shut up.
Welcome back.
That's true. Due to the air conditioner, I can probably estimate the times of death.
You're kind of cutting a bit here and there. Not a lot, but like it'll cut up on you a bit. If the reason why the death times weren't listed in the Monokuma files was to hide evidence from us, then...
Monokuma, you dick!
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we have a good enough foundation from this, so nobody else has any further objections, right? Then, there we have it. Sanji was murdered prior to Myota's death.
And I just love the boob woman's reaction.
For now, it seems, taking a step back would be wisest. That's fine, since, to faith risen from the lack of both good and evil, there is little embellishment to speak of.
Can't you just shut up and piss off already?
No, I can't.
Then, shall we resume with our trial discussion?
But hold on a second. Before we do that, there's something I would like to confirm with Monokuma.
Oh no.
And again, didn't you already do that like a long time ago?
Yeah, like a couple months ago.
I was going to make a suicide joke, but with the recent events, that'll be in terrible taste, so I'm not going to do it.
Tell us later.
Huh?
Tell us later.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
So, let's say the victim's cause of death is suicide. What do we do then?
What? Suicide? It's the same, of course. All you have to do is look for the person you think is guilty, like you have always done.
But wouldn't they be guilty themselves?
If you think about it, suicide is also murder in a way, after all. You're killing precious lives, that is called yourself. Unfortunately, if that's the case, we won't be able to punish anybody, but oh well, if that happens, we can punish Monomi instead. Because you really like having rough sex while having your ears tugged.
Oh, I remember that!
Excuse me, Mr. Komaida, but the victim's cause of death being possibly suicide? What do you...
When in the heck did he become a mister?
Yeah, especially since she's royalty. She could just call him a fucking pawn.
Okay, you
No,
stupid little
it's just
peasant,
that-
get on with it.
It's just that, leaving Sayanji for now, I wonder if Mayota was really killed. For example, after killing Sayanji, Mayota might have killed herself out of remorse, right?
No way, man. If that's right, then she should have killed anyone in the first place.
She caught the despair fever, you know. I think, no matter what happened, it wouldn't have come off as strange.
I still wish they got the beaver fever.
Or better yet, the thriller fever.
Thriller will always be fever. But if Miota is the culprit, then the deceiving trick becomes useless, don't you think? If anyone were to introduce Sayanji's corpse once Hinata witnessed Miyota's body, then the culprit needs to be alive at the time.
Then they must have been alive.
What if there was more than one culprit?
I love
Oh
that.
my gosh.
What, Vic?
Oh my gosh, that little screech. Alright, Princess Peach.
When Hinata first became a witness, they were simply playing dead. Once they realized Hinata left, they could have made the move and set up a camouflage, right? I'm a freaking mafia and I never even thought of that. Holy shit! She was hanging off of a rope by her neck, alright? Nobody could play dead in that situation. Yeah, they could.
Unless they were doing it for a living and they get off of hanging.
Exactly.
Quagmire.
I've been choking myself for years, you...
I choke myself every day, you son of a bitch!
On top of that, if they wanted to fake me dead, they wouldn't have gone for that particular option, I think. If anyone was to touch her defenseless body, then the plan would be done for, right?
Alright, not for me.
Is that right then? And there's no doubt those two were murdered by someone. Lucky for us, now we can search the culprit without any worries.
What the hell?
But in that case, we are left with just one question. If it wasn't suicide, what was that video Hinata saw?
Oh, I thought I got some lines.
It's
That
just
person hanging themselves.
It's just basically British, princess, British. British is the main host of the show.
In that video, what Hinata saw, you saw that Mayoda was climbing up that ladder on her own will, right? Then that too, who made her do that?
Making her do it? Could it possibly be they used hypnotism?
How should I know that?
How about you shut that trap like the adult you are?
Like the adult you are. We're all in high school. We're not fucking adults.
We're like 17.
Excuse me. It
Well,
seems there...
Monami and Monokuma are kind of younger.
And the coach is kind of older.
Shut the fuck up, asshole.
What? How do you...
Most of us are in high school.